The Isaiah Factor Uncensored starts right now.
And welcome to The Factor Uncensored. She was only 16 years old and was shot down 22 times. The main suspect, her boyfriend. Diamond Alvarez's case made national headlines when she was murdered last month. 17-year-old Frank De Leon was arrested for her death and was released after posting bond, which drew public outrage. Tonight, Diamond's mother and her aunt talked to me not only about their heartbreak, but about something else they're dealing with: constant threats from those in the community.
I have 3 incident reports already. One of them, they are in custody. There's 2 juveniles in custody right now for retaliation.
And when they are threatening you guys, your family, obviously because they're upset that Frank De Leon, the accused shooter there, is behind bars, do we know if the people who have been threatening you guys are related to him, friends with him, what?
Yes, correct. They are. It's
all
been,
the above.
Yes.
Yes, sir. It's been proven.
He's not in jail. He's not in custody. He's out on bond.
Has he made or attempted to make any kind of contact with you guys?
No, that I know of, not him. But if they're friends and they've been already accused already of retaliation, I mean, come on.
They should have already revoked his bond. They already found out they do know each other. You know, that's already confirmed. So if they're already being charged with retaliation, why haven't they revoked Frank De Leon's bond? You know, these incidents keep on happening. These harassments keep on happening. It doesn't just happen one time. It's happened 3 incident reports without counting the rest of the times. Like, it's been nonstop.
Social media threats towards
and when we hear threats, guys, what are they saying? What are they doing when we hear threats?
For one of my my niece, the message it was sent to her was, instead of 22, you're getting 23.
Wow.
What does that mean? You know, I mean,
and that means, because your daughter was shot 22 times, now they're saying correct, she will be shot 23 times.
23, correct.
Right.
Correct.
How difficult has this made your life to live? Obviously, you're still grieving as a mother, and then you have this crap to deal with.
She hasn't been able to grieve.
No, I haven't. Or sleep.
She has to be on the lookout because people keep coming on her property. You know, the family had to come together and try to come and support her, you know, kind of take turns and be with her, you know, so she won't be alone, because it has to be hectic for her as a mother having to go through this nonsense, you know. So we have come together and tried to support her any way we can. And we ask the public support for the same, you know, because as a community, we need to come together. These laws need to change. You know, why are these murderers being set free? We understand it's a money situation, you know, whatever. But meanwhile, us citizens, you know, they're suffering. We're suffering, you know, because we have to watch our back. We're not able to grieve. You know, they ran the whole family off the park, you know, doing burnouts at the corner, you know, just running them off. Making them feel unsafe, you know, passing by on their little motorcycles and whatnot, and this is just nonsense. Like, why can't?
And Blanca, for the viewers out there who don't understand, the suspect lives not far from.
No,
right. He lives only 4 to 5 blocks away from the home.
I'm gonna step out. Sorry, the detective just showed up right now.
Okay. And we'll continue to talk to Blanca really quick. So Blanca, what are you guys hoping investigators do? What are you hoping the courts do? And what can the public do to help you? Obviously, you said she needs support, and she needs more than just prayers. What can the public do to help her?
Okay, we had set up a protest on the 2nd, We protested in front of the DA's office. Like, we're trying to do everything properly possible to be able to go the right way, because we need the attention on this case. Not just this case, but this isn't the only murder that's out on a low bond or PR bond at that. You know, a lot of these murderers already have stuff pending from priors. You know, now I understand that Diamond's killer didn't have priors, but he was caught on the verge of fleeing. He was caught with luggage in hand or luggage ready, you know. So if that he was already a flight risk, well, why was he granted bond? You know, and then because of that, the family is suffering because they're being threatened and harassed.
Now, Diamond's family is relentless. After the break, we'll talk specifics on the protest they're planning and learn more about this poor mother's heartbreak. Stay with us.
She's not able to grieve. You know, she has to keep continuously making police reports after police reports. So I see her frustration. Like, what else am I supposed to do?
And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. Tonight, we are talking to the family of Diamond Alvarez. The 16-year-old shot more than 20 times, allegedly by her boyfriend. Now, Diamond's mother had to step away during our interview to talk to a detective who showed up about the threats they say they're receiving. I wrap up the conversation with Diamond's aunt, who is vowing to get justice for Diamond.
How difficult is it for Anna? Obviously, she just lost her daughter. What kind of pain do you see in her eyes?
It has become unbearable. It has become somewhat unbearable because she's not able to grieve. You know, she has to keep continuously making police reports after police reports. So I see her frustration. Like, what else am I supposed to do? You know, I'm calling the cops, but nothing is being done. How many more reports do I have to make? How many more cops do I have to call? How many more, you know, things do I have to do for them to revoke this bond? Because this is why it's happening. You know, we're not the accusers. I mean, we're not the perpetrators. You know, why should we feel this way? You know, like we cannot live in peace. They cannot live in peace. It's so unfair. It's so unfair. And we ask for the public to come together, not just for this case, but for all of the cases. We have also, you know, baby Arlene's case, you know, which the murder was also released on a low bail. You know, these kids' lives aren't worth only a 2%. You know, they're not worth only a $50,000, $100,000. You know, these kids' lives mattered. You know, we're talking about kids. They weren't able to go to school. They weren't able to graduate. They weren't able to do anything. So this is beyond color. This is beyond everything. We have to come together as one, as a community, because this needs to change. We all need to protest. We all need to show up, not just for one of us, but for all of us.
And do you guys have another protest demonstration scheduled for in the future?
Yes, sir. We have a couple more that are scheduled, and we will be scheduling more if we need to. The next one will be here in the neighborhood, in Briarwick neighborhood. She lives in Hiram Clark. The address to that is 15400, the block of 15400 Park Manor is where the field and park is, where she was taken brutally from us. And that's where we will be showing up to protest this next time. Why in the neighborhood, people may ask? Because he lives here in the neighborhood. Not only that, but he lives right literally down the street, less than half a mile from the school, from another elementary school. Why is this perpetrator and killer living, you know, down the street from a school? You know, do these parents not know? Like, we need to bring awareness. So we are doing the protest here in the neighborhood on February 26th. If anybody wishes to join us, please do so, as we're bringing awareness to this and many other cases out there. The next protest after that will be on March 9th, the day of Frank De Leon's case, his court date. This can happen to anybody's children. You know, we are also committed to show up to others families and other victims protest as well. We are willing to come together as one. We've already showed up for it, and we are willing to continue to show up for TJ, and everybody else that we have to, because again, we have to come together as one. I really thank you so much.
Thank you, and we appreciate your time here on The Factor Uncensored tonight.
And I wish that family the best.